Hello everyone, in this video I'd like to present quite a unique style of Chinese Qigong called Xiaoyaobu, which stands for Carefree Wandering Qigong. It has been created by Chen Taiji Master Guide Leader. It's quite a rare style, it's not available on YouTube or social media, so it's quite closed. Once I've uploaded a video by a very good instructor who's unfortunately died a few years ago, footage from the seminar about this kind of style. But that footage is entirely in Russian, which limits the amount of people this style can reach. So I decided to make my own set in this regards about this style. So hopefully this will help to cover bigger audience. There are plenty of steps in this style, but the first and the most important one is called a walking step. So the idea, you have a very limited amount of technique, and the emphasis you're making is the inner state, polite condition, call it however you want, which is intended to bring one's mind into a calm, tranquil state, stop running, and effectively rewinding the life back. So the idea behind this Qigong, and likely those other existing ones, is quite interesting, and it's not encountered very often. So usually, whatever life activity we have makes us getting older, gaining experience. Essentially, it's the matter of gaining something, and by gaining something, we also gain some weight, and we're getting old, we're getting tired. So apart from the cradle to grave, essentially, and you might be wondering, like, this is the only path. But Xiaoyaobu claims that we can walk a path into a different direction. And the main idea behind this Qigong is to get rid of some extra weight we've got during our lifetime. All those tensions in the body, the weight of experience. And like it's usually considered to be as a good practice in Taoism in general, getting back to a state of a child that did not born yet. Technically, this state is known as the state of a pre-heaven Qi. Probably the strongest side of this Qigong is that you can do only one step to achieve essentially everything. And also, if you want to learn more steps, you're free to choose only those you need, only those you can benefit from. It can be treated as a database of steps for all occasions, exercises for all occasions, and Guy Lida himself, the master who's created this style, has been traveling around China, visiting different masters and learning steps from them, and eventually all that has been integrated into a system which is nowadays known as Xiaoyaobu. In this video we'll have a look at the first and the most important step, which has the same name as the entire style, Xiaoyaobu, or Carefree Wandering Step. The first and the most important thing to consider is that feet are walking along two parallel lines. This is very important. Now I want to give you a clue on how to actually make a step. So one of the most important principles is that in order to move forwards and meanwhile find yourself in the real act, which is the essence of the exercise, you need to be able to turn your waist left and right. So the waist, or the matter of flowing your chi along the belt meridian, is the drive that makes pulling your legs before making an actual step. When this principle is clear, you may drop back to original hands movements, emphasizing the turn of waist a bit more than is actually needed, just to feel it. You may turn left and right a few times until you feel the connection between the upper and lower body. This makes you sitting on your tailbone while the top head is fixed, and this makes your spine being stretched vertically, which makes your shoulders relax and elbows dropped. Those are the core relaxation principles applicable to any style of Qigong. Also, you need to bear in mind the fact that you need to lower the Qi all of the time, and then you just turn. Again, turn the waist, then you sit down, and then you sort of rotate around the knee. When you feel comfortable mastering that, the next step is to start slightly lifting your leg as if you're bouncing a ball, say. I'm doing this substep a few times just to make it clear. This ensures that the front leg has no weight in it. That's very important. And finally, you just bring all together. And once the step starts flowing naturally, you don't have to think about stepping that much. Instead, you should feel calm, relaxed as you're 20 years old. The life has just begun, all the prospects in life are open, and you're filled with a feel of joy. This is the natural plight you're about to come up with if you're doing this form properly. It just happens naturally, it should not be forced. Working this step out for about 20 minutes every day is good enough for start. The beginning and the end of the practice can be wrapped into an exercise known as shougong. The idea is to clean up oneself in the beginning of the practice and collect the chi back to dantian after ending the practice. You may then add more steps after the initial walking step, and you're absolutely free to make just this one single walking step or add some more steps. One day you may compose your very own practice containing only those steps that you need to work out your particular health issues. If you want me to share more steps from this exercise set, please kindly let me know in the commentaries so that I know you're interested and I can make more videos for you.